afternoon, everybody. It's Coda here from Amazing ATS. We are back here in New Mexico. Today's stream title is Take It Higher. So what we have back out for you today is the SCS W900 by Kenworth, and we've got we've got trailer curtains on the wagon today. Right now we are sitting in Roswell. We've got a load going over to Sierra Vista, and we've got roughly about 10 hours or so to get there. It is 9:16 p.m. here in Roswell, and we need to be there by 7:26, and between there and 8:56 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So without any further ado, we are going to get in the truck, get her started, and get going. Alright, and give me 1 second here, guys. I seem to have a little bit of an issue here going on with the stream encoding, so let me get that taken care of here very quickly. Alright, that should be all fixed. Yes, it is, J-Dog. I just changed my channel name. Yeah, I'm getting everything that's matching. My Steam name is now Amazing ATS. YouTube is Amazing ATS, and might as well figured, hey, I'm gonna do it to Mixer also. Right now we are on our way from New Mexico. We had left Roswell and we are heading over to Sierra Vista. And the load that we have on the back is, we've got a steel load on a closed curtain flat, skateboard or flatbed, weighing 104,000 pounds. And thank you, Arizona. At least I don't need to check my ground pressure with this one. guess this load doesn't want me to skip gears. And sorry you ever try stopping a wagon with 105,000 pounds on it in a short time? Yeah, that so does not work. Oh, this damn fence. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's take a trip over to San Diego. Oops, I shouldn't have put that into first. Nice way to blow up an engine. Oh boy, this bus probably is not going to stop. wrong exit there. Hi Fusion, thank you so much, and thanks for joining in on the stream today. And this stream I am using a graphics mod. It is the one from Grimes. There is not, I got a link to it. It's in my history. I will be sure to post that in the video description later on. Or if you want the link now, just give me a couple of moments. I will flip over to my browser window and get it for you guys. Oh, Jesus, Coda, what the heck is wrong with you? That's a rest area. You need a service station so you can get some go-go juice. How's it going, Nate? Thanks for joining us here on the stream today. The truck that we are in today is the SCS W900. We do have a paint job on here. It is based off of the blue blue mule skin that is on the Steam Workshop for the W900, except the color scheme has been changed to black and orange. We do have a right now our trailer pack in, so I do got one of those trailers behind me. We've got a curtain sided skateboard, and we've got some concrete mix going over here to San Diego. We had left Sierra Vista. And yes, if I could talk, that would be a total miracle, but today is tongue-twisting Tuesday for me. And this game is American Truck Simulator. Alright, and since we need go-go juice, we're just going to jump off right here and get it. And Nate, if you're not seeing the picture, it's got to be you, because I'm not having any problems streaming. Yeah, check the comment that you posted on SV. I put the specs in there. My system is not a pre-built. I had actually built it myself. How's it going, Roman? Welcome to the stream today. How are you doing? Yes, you can. The 1.29 fully came out last Thursday when New Mexico was released, Bobby. And how's it going, RK? What do you mean about that? Yes, I have, J-Dog. Last Thursday, New Mexico was released. And if not already, Truckers MP should be updated very soon for 1.29 also. It is well worth the $11.99 that they are asking for, J-Dog. As a matter of fact, we're going up to LA with this load, and then we're probably going to get a run going back towards New Mexico. Joseph Hursley, thank you so much for that subscribe. Oh wow, yeah, definitely having a seizure while you're streaming, that is not good. No, the New Mexico is a map expansion, and it is a paid DLC. Oh, I could care less about spelling. It's Typinese Tuesday. Oh wait, that's every day that ends in Y I Typinese. So no big deal there, RK. And glad to know that he is okay. And if any of you guys have looked around the Steam Workshop looking for truck skins, you will notice one in there called Blue Mule. There is a version of that for the SCS W900. Well, the skin that I'm currently running is based off of that, with the exception that the colors were changed to black and orange instead of blue and white. And of course, we've got a couple of other mods here for the interior on the W900, the dashboard, and also the computer. And if you guys are enjoying today's live stream, make sure that you give it a thumbs up and let me know if you're not already subscribed. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, then click on the bell to enable notifications so you will be notified every time I go live or upload a video. Yeah, if Truckers MP is not updated as of yet, it will be very soon. Now, are random events going to be included in multiplayer? My guess is going to be no, since they are different for everybody. And with the option to enable or how often you want to see random events, that's going to cause a whole bunch of chaos. So I just see them totally not even having them in there. Browner the Gaming and Aaron, how are you guys doing today? Alright. Aaron Evans, thank you so much for that subscribe on YouTube. I appreciate it. Kenworth, what's up, dude? Santiago, how's it going? Welcome to the stream today. Uh-oh, somebody lost their load of sand. Or that's what us drivers call dispatcher brains all over the interstate. More than likely, you will not see this on Xbox, J-Dog. I mean, it's a possibility, but the focus on SCS right now is adding more content to both ATS and ETS2. Alright. Roman, thank you so much for that subscribe. I know Pavel, who runs SCS, had mentioned there was a possibility you might be able to see this for console, but at that time it was, it was a couple years ago, I believe, maybe right after ATS came out, and they were thinking about it at the time, but there's been no discussion on that ever since. Oh, definitely, it would open up so much more, although you would not have the option of mods being on Xbox or PS4. How's it going today, Z? Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us here on the stream. I mean, definitely, the way I see this is if they even put it on the console, I mean, your audience just grew by easily 5 to 10 million. And just the exposure for the game itself would be a huge boon, and that should speed up licensing also to where we can get new trucks a little bit quicker. I mean, I'm not completely against this game being on Xbox or PS4. Anything that creates a larger player base, I'm all for. My computer isn't the greatest. I mean, I'm sitting here running a Skylake Core i5 6400 running at 2.7 gigahertz, and my graphics card is nearly 2 generations old. I mean, I definitely do want to upgrade to an 8600K and get a Z370 motherboard, and probably, since I have a FreeSync monitor, go with either the Vega 56 or the Vega 64. But definitely with the way cryptocurrency is going and the Ethereum mining still going on, prices are just too high right now to grab one of those cards. That I am not sure about, Z. Go over to Truckers MP and ask them there. James Otto, thank you so much for the follow there on Mixer. Oops, and nearly forgot my exit here because I'm paying attention to the chat. You don't need the greatest of cards to play this, but I definitely do recommend a dedicated graphics card. You don't want to be running on, say, a Core i5 with the integrated graphics chip. I would imagine that is coming soon, Kenworth. And more than likely, they're probably figuring out what to do with random events. And like Ed mentioned, we're probably not going to be seeing those in multiplayer. What you can do with J-Dog is to help clear that up a little bit. The game itself is has a yellowish hue to it. Search for something that is called Sweet FX, and that should help clear up the graphics a little bit. I mean, I am running Sweet FX, and once I get this trailer dropped, I'll show you guys the difference between Sweet FX and what the base game is. Well, actually, I can do it right now. So we're going to go down here road. You're going to all of a sudden see the game get a little bit on the fuzzier side, just to let you know. And there we go. I just turned off the Sweet FX that I have. And you'll notice how the game is not as clear or as crisp and has that yellowish hue to it. And there, we just enabled it again. And James, what you want to do is to go to truckersmp.com and download their installer. You need to have a valid Steam version of the game, of course, but once you go ahead and do that and link your Steam account, you'll be able to jump on the multiplayer servers. And if you already don't have an account there, you will need to create one. Yeah, I'm guessing that you're running on low graphics. Yeah, and definitely, if you're running on integrated graphics, I mean, it will help, but I do recommend at least a dedicated graphics card. It doesn't need to be anything expensive. A GTX 1050, for example, will dramatically improve the gameplay. Alright, and where should we go? Yeah, let's go up over to Farmington. Oh, you mean on the truck? Yeah, I really love this paint job. And if you've seen the blue mule skin over on the Steam Workshop for the W900, this paint job is based off of that. The colors on this one, though, are just black and orange. As of yet, you cannot. That is a feature request that SCS is very much looking into. And back in the old days, the 18 Wheels of Steel series, you were able to buy your own trailer. And what had happened last year, or excuse me, earlier this year when the rescale came out, that pretty much put aside all the development until the rescale was done. New Mexico was in the works, but they pretty much had to start over from scratch once the rescale went through. Why they decided to build the game at 1/35th instead of the 1/20th scale that ETS 2 was in, no one will ever know. And the creator of this skin, you can get it on the Steam Workshop, is Jamaica Trucker. Or Jamaican Trucker. That's where it's at in your Steam directory. So you're going to go to your Steam directory, Steam Apps, Common, and then you'll see the folder for American Truck Simulator. Now, if don't have to buy it on Steam, you can buy a retail copy from on disc from, say, like Walmart, and you then should be able to add it onto your Steam directory from there. As long as the game is valid, you should not have any issues. Oh, way to go, Coda. You gotta learn how to drive a little bit better than that if you're gonna make it in the real world. Yeah, my local Walmart actually carried it. And as long as you have 2 hours of gameplay on Steam, you will not have any issues then jumping on to MP. I have my Steam directory on a additional hard drive in my computer, so you're going to want to find wherever your Steam directory is, and then go into Steam Apps and Common, and you should see your American Truck Simulator directory there. And as of right now, Truckers MP is not updated to the latest version of 1.29. If you are going to jump on Truckers MP, say tonight, and the game is, and Truckers MP isn't updated, what you'll need to do is right-click on American Truck Simulator in Steam, click on Properties, and then go to your Betas tab, and you're going to be choosing, you're going to roll the game back to 1.28 for incompatible mods. This is where it's installed at on your computer, James. If you put Steam to its default directory, it's more than likely under Steam, program files. Well, program files and then Steam. Now, depending on which version of Windows, if it's 32-bit or 64, you'll want to go into the appropriate folder, of course. Yeah, it's wherever your Steam drive is at where the game would be stored on your hard drives. You can also, to make it easier, you can also go to Steam, right click on American Truck Simulator, and there should be an option there for browsing local files. And holy moly, what the hell is wrong with these people? And we've got a good old cluster going on here. Come on, AI, move. For really? Wow, the AI does not know how to drive, and then again, neither do I for a moment. Alright, 1 second here, James. Let me just get up here and pull over. Alright, I'm going to make sure that you're going to be able to see my Steam window when I do this also. Just give me 1 moment. Let's see if I can get here to my window so you guys can actually see it. Alright, that disappeared for a second. Just give me a moment. I'm still trying to get my Steam window up so I can show you. Alright, apparently I'm not going to be able to. Just give me 1 moment here, James. Alright, for example, that is my Steam directory for American Truck Simulator. And how I got to that is open up Steam, right click American Truck Simulator, click on Properties, and then click the tab that says Local Files, and then click on Browse Local Files. That will bring you up to where the game is installed. You then want to click on Bin, and then if your operating system is x64, open up the x64 folder, and then inside there you want to select American Truck Simulator. And you will see the executable. Yeah, I don't have OBS set up to capture anything other than American Truck Simulator, so I'm going to have to make sure I have that handy available for the next time. No, it's not. You're going to want to choose the American Truck Simulator. Holy crap, if I could talk today. You're going to want to choose the executable file for ATS. So, if going through Steam will show you where the installation of American Truck Simulator is going to be. But inside that installation folder, you want to open up Bin, and then x64 if you're running a 64-bit operating system, and then choose the American Truck Simulator executable during the setup for Truckers MP. That's it. That's the executable there. And what I do recommend also, James, is if you have a different profile away from your single player that may be modded, since mods do not work in multiplayer, use a separate profile or create one and then cheat it out for XP and money. Darn it, I got a driving award. But yeah, you want to use a separate profile so you don't screw up your single player saves. And RK, I don't see anything wrong with that. And gaming is a addiction, and also everybody, unless you're a cheapskate or Ebenezer Scrooge, as we're getting near Christmas, it does cost money to keep your setups up to date. And why people whine and complain about having to spend $12 for New Mexico, I will never know. And then they throw the same argument, oh, the rest of the states are going to be $12 and there's 46 of them to go, that's $500. Hey, Iron Man, how's it going? I was wondering when you were going to be showing up today. I did pick up a couple of, well, I think 4 subscribers on YouTube and 1 on Mixer so far. No, that directory location is what you're going to want to put in for the setup of Truckers MP. Wow, I totally missed a gear and had to stop on the on-ramp. Wow. But hey, I did install the truck. I had pancakes and sausage for dinner. Yes, you're going to want to throw in the location for your executable file for American Trucks when setting up Truckers MP, and that has to be through your Steam directory. Let's hope Truckers MP gets updated quickly as possible and we can do some convoying tomorrow night. And I was just screwing around the one day. I wasn't streaming or anything. Going from Hobbs, New Mexico up to Hornbrook, California, over 1,600 miles. Yeah, that's quite a long run. I mean, literally the run that I did that was 1,350 miles, that took over an hour to do. So you're going to add another 300 on top of that. That run is easily going to be hour 15 minutes, hour 20, if not more. And why I have this going on today too. After Farmington, I'm gonna do a quick travel to my garage in Albuquerque and set a destination to the musical road also. And so help me, I better not get a copyright strike for America the Beautiful. Did you go through the browse on the Truckers MP setup in order to get that selected, James? He's trying to get Truckers MP set up. Yep, and then open x64, and then choose amtrucks.exe, and then that should be good to go. And then when you first start up Truckers MP, it's going to have you download a couple of updates also. And thank you, Iron Man. That will definitely help too, since trying visually, I know I work a little bit better if I can see exactly what I'm doing. Trying to go through that off the top of my head, trying to remember it since it's been so long, I might have missed a step or told them something different. No, as a driver you do not. However, if you are caught speeding, you will see disco lights if the cop is close enough, and you will get a ticket. However, with random events, you will see other trucks pulled over or cars, and even the end to a police chase. Haha, how about that? Even flash to pass works. You will get a fine for a traffic offense for being in an accident. And right now I am speeding, so if I come across a cop and they are, say, taking radar, you will see disco lights going on the police vehicle. Alright, so is that a cop car in front of me? And nope, looked like it though. Darn Crown Vics. I'm definitely hoping to run across a cop car here soon. Alright, and that's the way station I do need to pull in. No. If you deliver early, there is no fine. And right now I do have the fatigue simulation turned off, so basically I can keep going without having to sleep. But comic books or logbooks, they really are not kept in the game. Although if you do want the full realism, of course turn fatigue simulation on. And your driver will start yawning, and you basically have from the first yawn about 2 hours before he starts falling asleep on you. If you run red lights, you do get a traffic offense for that also. Oh, it's all automatic. You do not get pulled over. Alright, so I have a cop here on my right. I'm actually going to speed. Watch that mirror in the upper corner. And I did not get it here before the end of the speed limit, so we're going to go ahead and still see if we can catch up to him and go flying by and see if he will turn the discos on. Alright, so basically if I hit right around just above 70, 71, if he is paying attention, you will see his lights come on. And it looks like he is not taking radar, or I need to be in front of him. Ah, there you go, right there. So I just got nailed with a speeding ticket. That was probably, the economy in the game for that is kind of off. So that was probably about $1,000 that got deducted off of my balance. Yeah, but my balance is like 2.7 billion because I do have at least this profile modded to where I have a bunch of money. So $1,000 really is nothing. Oh, I don't mind showing off the game at all. Now I'm going to turn that on here, and I'm just going to, just for the hell of it. Pretty much that was an accident. And granted I didn't smack him hard enough, but you saw how he turned on his four ways. If I had actually hit him hard enough, I would have got a traffic offense for an accident. Oh yes, I am using the T680 and W900 CAT engine mod. I have the C18 630 horsepower engine underneath the hood. I gotta bring the Outlaw Pete back out again, because that Jake brake is twice as loud as this one. Well, I'm ignoring that sign right there. Yes, I did. It's now matching my channel. No, you can keep calling me Coda. Alright, so we're going to hop back to drive here, and I'm going to take a little trip down to Albuquerque via a cheat method. Alright, so right along Interstate 40 we are going to find the musical road. Just give me one moment to get over here, guys. That's if I can remember where the heck it is. All I know is it's right off of 40. Alright, so we're going to hit this at 45 miles an hour up here and set the cruise control. Alright, so we got the cruise set. There's the signs for the musical road, and we're going to go right along the edge of the road here. And this road actually does exist in New Mexico also. And if we keep going up here, it will throw us back on Interstate 40. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, I do want to go back into Albuquerque. Now there's a Steam achievement here called Sky Delivery also, and you'll see a cargo plane over here and you're wondering, well, how do you get to it? Well, that's very simple. We're just going to go right in here and the gates will open. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to check here and see if we get any cargo coming off of the plane that we can take. Okay, so let's see here. And there is nothing, but no big deal. You see, that is a TU-124 cargo plane, and right here is the Sky Delivery where you would get that achievement. So when you are selecting your loads, there's two locations here to drop off. One at the plane and then one over on the warehouse side also. Now, I'm curious, can we actually get into the cargo plane? Haha, sweet! That is sweet. Alright, let's see what we got here going out of the airport. And none of those I do want to take. So let's check externals here. Alright, so we're definitely going to stay in New Mexico. And let's go ahead and take some cars here over to Tucumcari. and I'm really hoping to hit some train tracks as we go with a train coming. I did throw a mod in today also to where the train lengths are now, instead of maybe 10 cars or on the Roadrunner Express, well, the Roadrunner Express is up to 5, but cargo trains can now have up to 3 engines and over right around 60 cars on the train itself. And since we are on an external contract, we're kind of locked to 65 miles per hour. No big deal. This trip is not overly long. And today's stream title, Take It Higher. Have you guys ever watched Over the Top by chance? Alright, well, if you haven't, I mean, the movie is a little bit older. Sylvester Stallone, Lincoln Hawk, about arm wrestling, truck driving, blah, blah, blah. No big deal. But at the end of the movie, there is a song called Take It Higher by Larry Green. Actually, I do really enjoy the song, and that is where the stream title came from today. mean, if one thing I would like to see if SCS can figure it out would to actually be seeing police cars, the ambulances, fire trucks rolling down the interstate with their lights on and the sirens going, and then all of a sudden you come across one of the random events to where they would be needed. Or even to see a car being pulled over right in front of you, and just, instead of them being a static scene as they are now, even though they do add life to the game, I mean, they can definitely, if they can be coded, add even more realism. Why do I feel like I'm a Swift driver at the time being? Everybody is passing me? Lee, how's it going today? Welcome to the stream. Now I do have a real life logo mod in here also. Without it, there is a restaurant in here called La Cheetah, which is based off the real world restaurant called La Cita. So we're going to check and see if that restaurant was actually changed to its proper name. Nope, it still says La Cheetah. Alright, it looks like we're going to one of the new yards that they made for New Mexico. Oh, with the real mod it's called BNSF, but in the base game it's called Rail Export. And if you know the base game itself, rail exports are very small and very tight. Well, these new ones are actually very large and quite open. Oh no, this is one of the older models. Darn it, I thought it was a new one. Yeah, I'm so not going to back it over there. So we'll just go ahead and pull in and park. And I'm going to fly around town here, see if I can find one of the railroad crossings and see if we can catch one of the longer trains. Well, there's one right here, but I don't know if it's a... I mean, there's crossing gates on it, but I don't know how active it is. Alright, and that there is actually one of the trains. That is not one of the extended ones. I'm trying to think what city has a very active train. I know Tucson does. So let's go ahead and take our camera over to Tucson. And one of these two service centers over here, one of them has a very active crossing there, and it's where the Texaco is. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fly my truck down here and see if we can get a train that's going to come across. That's the easiest way to not make me give you a shout out. I'm trying to remember what city over here in New Mexico has a very active train system. I'm not sure if it's La Cruces, maybe Socorro. I cannot remember for the life of me. It could be Artesia also, so let's go ahead over there. Oops, maybe I shouldn't drop myself from that high in the future. Oh, where are you, train? Well, it seems like whenever you want something to appear, it never does. Ah, here we go. Let's see which train that we're getting. Looks like one of the regular ones. Yeah, I'm not sure which tracks will actually spawn the longer trains, or if they're completely random. That I am not sure about. But anyways, guys, I've been going here for a little more than 3 hours, and I do need a break. I do want to thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, and following today. This is Coda from Amazing ATS, and we will see you on the flippity flop.